welcome to Lesson 2, Dawn of the Day Workshop. The link below will give you access to all the lessons and the sheet music, but here in Lesson 2 we're taking on bar 2 of the sheet music. So this is the little chunk we're working on right now. And that's including the 2 pickup notes from bar 1. So we'll do non-embellishments first, then we'll do embellishments, then we'll play it all together with Lesson 1 and Lesson 2, both chunks of music together. And that'll give you the first half of line 1 of Dawn of the Day. So we're starting off on the B, going to the C that we ended off Lesson 1 on. So those 2 notes are our last 2 notes in bar 1. B to C. From that C, we're going up to E. We're not worrying about the grace note just yet. So that C to E transition, we need to talk about that one. We're on the C already. We're going to drop down the middle 2 fingers of the bottom hand. We're going to raise up the pinky finger of the bottom hand, and we're going to raise up that ring finger of the top hand. Now we have another E, and we're going to separate it with an E strike. We're going to strike down with the ring finger of the top hand, and then come back up again. Make sure you cover that hole, otherwise you won't hear the sound, but don't dilly-daddle. Don't keep that finger on that hole too long. It's just down and up, like you're swatting a fly. And let's put it all together, starting from those pickup notes, starting from the B. And you hear the next note is an F. So after our strike on the E, we go up to F just by lifting up the middle finger on the top hand. So here's what we got so far, starting on the B, the second last note in bar 1. One more time. From that F, we're going to drop back down to E, and then down to C. F, E, C. That E down to C transition is the opposite of what we just did. The F to E transition is a lot more simpler, just drop down the middle finger. So that E to C, we've done the opposite, but let's talk through this one. So what's happening there? Ring finger of the top hand is coming down. At the same time, pinky finger of the bottom hand is coming down. And at the same time, we're lifting up the middle 2 fingers of the bottom hand. And that's the last bit of bar 2. So bars 1 and 2 without embellishments, and then we'll talk about embellishments. Now let's do embellishments. So starting on the last 2 notes of bar 1, the B, then the C. So we have a grace note and a doubling we need to chat about. There's our first grace note. We go from B to C. Now we have a grace note from C up to E. So lots of fingers on the move here. Top finger lifts to start it all off. So top finger is the first finger to move. Then we do our note transition, which is a bit of a busy one. Bottom hand goes to low A. Ring finger comes up on the top hand. And all that happens before the top finger comes down. Once we're there, we have our E strike, as mentioned before. Just strike down with the ring finger and back up again. Now we have a doubling up to the F. So let's break that one apart. We're on the E already. Top finger lifts. Then the second finger lifts. top finger comes back down. That's the first half of the doubling. That's a G grace note up to the F, but it's a doubling, so we need another grace note. The top finger is going to do another up and down all on its own, while that second finger is up off the chanter. That's the second half of the doubling. So if we put both halves together, and you can even speed it up a bit after a while. And then after that doubling, we have our E, and then down to C with no embellishments. So let me play with embellishments all of lesson 1 and lesson 2, which brings us up to the end of bar 2. We're halfway through the first line of Dawn of the Day. So great job getting this far. Can't wait to see you in lesson 3. The link's below if you want to jump ahead or just grab the sheet music and be on and away with you. Whatever suits your fancy.